Hey guys, it's Divine Fine Nine Tarot, and I just wanted to show you. I don't know if y'all can see. I don't want to turn the camera around, but there is the moon in the background, and coincidentally, the sun is out also as well. And I was just thinking, like, wow, two beautiful objects in the same place at the exact same time. Which obviously, occurs all the time in nature, but like, I don't know, because some days, the sun is shining so bright and you'll never see the moon in the sky, even on a clear day until the sun is away. Oh, that was bars. And some days you will see this, the sun will be covered by clouds, and then throughout the day you'll see the moon. You hear that? So I just feel like, I just heard twin flame or soulmate. Like, I feel like you guys are both playing hide and go seek. You hear that? When I say that, and then when it's picking up, yeah, I feel like you guys are playing hide and go seek. Like this person, if you refer to yourself as the sun and they refer to you as the moon, you're playing hide and go seek with each other, and you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna come out this time, and no, I'm gonna come out this time. When as I say this, y'all, and the wind is picking up, and it's like at the same time you guys are both in the sky. You're both within arm's reach. You're literally right there. When as I say this, y'all, you're both right there. The only thing that's in between you is distance, is the stars. And you can consider the stars as, friends, family, job, work, your ego, your pride, your self-esteem, your confidence. But the wind is picking up, y'all. But like I said, that's the only thing that's really stopping y'all. Is this in between is the stars. I mean, you're both in the sky. You're both right there. Like I said, clearly the moon is out and the sun is both out, and are both facing each other coincidentally in the same position almost. I think the moon is a little bit higher than the sun because it is getting close to being sunset, so the sun is going away, so it's going to be the time for the moon to shine. But also too, I just heard, one person has like all the, and I guess in the relationship, to just as I say this, like, one person is gonna have all the fame and glory in one respective category, and the other person's gonna have the same, but at the end of the day they're gonna work together, because without the sun there is no moon. Without, oh, did you see that bird flying in the back? Without the sun there is no moon. Without no moon there is no sun. So you guys are gonna basically equal each other. You hear that? The plane. Sorry, I got my legs went to sleep. But you guys are going to like equal each other. You guys are gonna reflect off of each other, and some people think that the sun is just a reflection of the moon, and the moon's reflection of the sun. Like, one just burns brighter than the other. One's kind of a slow, steady burn. I just heard that your relationship is going to be a slow, steady burn. Yeah, I just heard karmics, but I hear that you're letting your karmics decide for you. Like, you're letting them tell you what you should and shouldn't do. And you see that plane in the back? Well, plane, it's a helicopter. So maybe they're coming in on the chopper to come see you. Who knows? 3 Chiefs, I say that, And yeah, but like, as a whole, the sun and the moon are literally, I just heard twins, or fraternal twins, like, you can't have one without the other. Yeah, you can't have one with the other. Like, even though he's working on this one's still there, and these are all, you can consider these the stars, even though it's the Eight of Pentacles. You can see these as the stars, right? There's all these people in the way, just lined up, right? And you're working on this one, but you got this one right here. Like, the sun and the moon are always going to be coexisting together unless one of them collapses. Yeah, like, if one of them collapses, then there's only going to be the sun, or there's going to be the moon. But with the moon, they, it's like you have your respective categories, like you're two different people, but you're one and the same. Like, the sun is here to give us heat, warmth, photosynthesis, give us light, and the moon is here to illuminate that light. Confirmation bird. It's here to illuminate that light. But also the moon has a job of creating the tides, low tide, high tide, the gravitational pull of water and the moon coexisting together, while also the sun coexisting together with the moon. So at the end of the day, like I said, you're both in the sky. Y'all are both there with each other. The only thing that's separating you two is the distance, the stars, the in between, the gap that's in between. Yeah, that's the only thing that's separating y'all. is a gap from in between. Is a gap in between. You see the Six of Pentacles. You see this person is looking at this one, giving him food, and this one is out here looking at, you know, at him while he's holding the scales. Like I said, and you're worrying about the space in between each other, and just instead of working together, well, working at your own pace, because eventually you will align, you know, and that's when you have a solar eclipse or eclipse. And we have one coming up April 8th, I think, if I remember reading. And then you guys will line up together, you know, and y'all will be together at the same time, whether that's the sun covering the moon and then the earth, or the earth covering the moon then the sun. That's all interchangeable. Y'all know how eclipses work. 540 as I say that, but and the one is picking up. Yeah, so like, see, like, you're blinded. Y'all blinded by this distance, you know. You're blinded by, like, oh, they're taking forever to come in. I mean, I feel the same way too. I'm just like, all right, I'm waiting for my person too. Like, you're taking a little bit too longer for my liking. But at the same time, no, you know, someone's a perfectionist and someone's more of a carefree person. And if you think about it, the sun is a carefree person. The moon is perfectionist, because they have one job, which can literally destroy the whole world, was when it comes with water. So they need to make sure that they are up at a certain time, whether it's a crescent moon, waxing moon, you know, whether the tides are high, whether the tides are low, and you hear the wind picking up, and the sun's just, I'm gonna come out today, you know, it's gonna be bright and sunny right now, or it's gonna be cloudy, or it's gonna be cloudy with a little bit of sun, or it's gonna be raining. And you hear that the sun is more carefree. You know, yes, it's a big part of our ecosystem, but the sun is more carefree. The moon is like, I have a duty and a responsibility, you know. Yep, I have a duty or a responsibility, instead of just being like, oh, I'm gonna take this. Yep, instead of just being like, okay, I'm just gonna come to you right now, however I feel fit of the scenario, situation, you know. I like you, I want to be with you, I want to spend time with you, or, you know, let's get to know each other, here are some flowers, I literally like flowers, you know, something like that. But I just feel like you guys are letting the distance, you know, air. I think this is what they call Aries, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know about the zodiacs about things, but air, like, you're letting the distance of time get to you, instead of just working on your respective categories, respective time, respective accomplishments, working on yourself. And then eventually, like I said, when that eclipse happens, y'all will be together. Yep, y'all will be together. Y'all will be together. And like I said, this is for me too, though, because sometimes I'd be like, all right, you're taking your sweet time. Like, I heard telepathic messages, songs. Some that say that, like, sometimes, like, it does get aggravating, but, like, you also think about, it's also reassurance, you know. And the wind is picking up. I already know. And it's like, it's a reassurance at the same time, but at the same time too, it's just like, I don't need that much reassurance all the time, you know. I want to see it in action, I want to see it in person, you know. But you gotta be patient. You gotta be patient. As you can see, there's a little, I think, lizard or salamander, and you can see the King of Wands is sitting there waiting. Like, so you gotta be patient, but at the same time too, don't have the other person waiting. If you really truly want someone, you want to be with someone, you shouldn't have them waiting forever. Like, eventually you're gonna have to come forth to that person, you know, and let them know, like, hey, this is it. Like, I'm gonna be the one that you need. Like, I know I'm not exactly 10 top shape. I just heard 10 toes down, or 10 top shape what you want, but I'm here for you currently right now, and we can work together on, you know, building a life together, or becoming friends, or, you know, dating, or whatever the situation may be. Yes, see, I just feel like a lot of people, like even myself sometimes, are kind of impatient, like, literally. And I know they say patience is a virtue, but sometimes a virtue don't be virtuing. I will be the one to say that, and I'm not gonna pretend like I don't be impatient. And I know a lot of people be impatient too, especially when you feel like you've done the work, you know, worked on yourself a lot. So now you're just waiting on the other person to recognize that you did the work, or you've done the work. You're waiting for them to, like, step up and be like, okay. And especially if you're a woman, do not chase men. I'm sorry. I know people say, well, you know, how would I know if you want me or not? If you're a woman, you know, or a self-identifying woman, do not chase them. They need to come to you. Yeah, they need to come to you. They need to come to you. Don't chase, okay? That's one thing I will say. Don't ever chase anybody. You know, if they want you, they will come to you. Now, if you are in the wrong and you want to make it up and do right, obviously, don't chase, but you do need to come to them and be a man or woman. Be like, hey, I know I messed up, I fucked up, or whatever the case may be. Like, I'm willing to make it work. You know, I changed, I did this, I did that. And then if that's not the case, like I said, don't chase. We don't chase around here, baby. We do not chase. Yeah, we do not chase. We do not chase, nor do we beg. We don't chase nor beg, you know? Yeah, we don't chase or beg. So, like I said, you gotta be patient and wait.